Mostar is known as a beautiful but troubled city. After the war in the 90s, the city population split, predominantly between Bosniaks in the east and Croatians in the west. That divide remains today. In the midst of this, Mostar Youth Theatre aims to bring people together.
Only in this theatre, people from east side and west side, they can come together. It's almost like on a border, you know, between two sides. In one city, Mostar, you have two cities, east side and west side. I really can't understand because I was not here during the war. There is a couple of people that never had been at the west side, and they're proud because of that. A lot of people from west side, they haven't been on the old bridge ever. Theatre is a place where a lot of people, different kind of people, it doesn't matter are you a Serbian, a Croatian or Bosnian, they all came together. They don't think, is this guy next to me a Bosnian or Croatian guy, or oh, we'll hit him because he's a Serbian guy or things like that. Theatre is a very positive thing where you can start with changes.
Folk festivals are another way people in Mostar are trying to bridge divisions and celebrate different cultures. Ziof is one of those festivals. As part of it, various folk groups from around the country perform. Mostar is divided not only by nationality, but also by religious identity.
We are playing about
Islamic
music, Muslim songs.
We are singing, our songs are about Allah. I'm 17 years old. I'm here all my life.
It's from person to person. I have friends of Croatians.
Me
It's okay
too.
for me. I work with them, I study with them. It's okay, but my father and mother don't like it.
Because in the war they destroyed us, so we Muslims don't like them, and they don't like us.
Zaid is a devout Muslim who wants to use different religions to bring people together. But this isn't easy. He's worried that religion can be abused by nationalist factions.
We are sometimes here mixing and misunderstood is about religion and nationality, no? I think that we are moving so much away from our Lord, really. And that I am telling always, religion is not problem, missing of religion is the problem. We have fear of each other still. When you go there, in the other side, you want to buy something, you are going to shopping center, this is part of Europe. You saw that you have opportunities to see we look all the same. You cannot find the difference who is what. And if your kid call you Baba, in that part you are not, you feel, that now they know that you are Muslim. And that fear still is here between us. I think if we start really a little more to speak between each other, to force each other to speak about so many things that we have in common, just I hope that will be changed somehow, that we will just say, okay, enough with this. This is killing us, this is putting us in wrong and bad situation. This is not what we want in our life.
There are religious people on all sides working to bring people together. Danilo Boro is a Serb Orthodox priest.
Mislim da sama religija po sebi
So I don't think that religion can bring anything bad. I just think that religion can be abused by some people, and that can bring only evil through religion. The pure religion cannot be evil. What I hope in Mostar in the near future is that we are going to overcome some antagonisms that still exist here, and that we are going to be able to build new bridges among people, to rebuild them.
In his quest to build bridges, this priest is using culture as well as religion. He is the president of a Serbian cultural association of singers and dancers.
Culture can only bring people together, and I think exactly through dance and through the songs, people can come together and they can build those bridges among them.
The youth centre Abrasovic plays a big part in multicultural life in Mostar.
So after the war, there was nothing going on here. This place was a front line. Actually, everything was completely destroyed. And late 90s, there was a group of young people coming to idea. They gathered together different associations, different informal groups. We just came here and started doing different things. Festivals, concerts, have this rebuilt completely the multifunctional hall for exhibitions, theater, cinema, concerts. We have room for DJs producing their own music. The best idea is like to do it in the middle of this city, which is politically divided. So actually we are standing between East and West Mostar. Lots of things has to change to think about the future. Like this, I can tell you tomorrow can start the war again, but also tomorrow everything can be perfect. I mean, I don't want to sound tragic, because obviously if people are doing something, they are not so pessimistic, because they hope. Also I hope for things.
We run a web news portal that is becoming quite ready in like these alternative circles in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Slušamo Zinedin Zidan, live iz Abraševića, iz Prekidan, prilozima o književnosti. We are also the first independent web radio station in Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is the first one that is not a national radio. I believe it's important mainly because we had elections just 1 week ago. During this election time, more than ever, all the media is separated completely into sides, pro this party, pro that party, and basically you could not get on mainstream media any kind of independent news, and that's exactly what we do. The situation is really hard, so hard that it can't make a bigger impact on wider circle of people. My fear is that Mostar will keep on falling down, because even after elections, same kind of parties, same ideas are in power, and it's going to remain like this. I'm afraid Mostar, being kind of divided city as it is in people's heads.
Jasodat Kopavanovic is a Serbian who runs a literature museum with an art gallery attached.
Ova galerija samo sticajem okolnosti nosi ime.
This house is called Čorović House by chance, because it was owned by Čorović family, but it's not only for Serbian people, it's for all those people who want to promote their work and to show something new to others. He was born in Bosnia and Herzegovina, so he is a Bosnian by that means, but he also knows which is his mother nation, that's Serbia, and he's a Serb by those means. Culture should bring people together, not divide them. That's why this cultural place is for all nations, and that also promotes multicultural understanding itself.
Many people think culture can help to integrate the region. This is the subject of the Siof Folk Festival and Congress. Many groups perform here, including this Croat folk group.
We are representative of Bosnia and Herzegovina at Siof, and we work together with all other nations in Bosnia and Herzegovina about preserving their traditional cultural heritage. We chose groups from all parts and from all nations in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Traditional heritage is a part of identity any one nation, any one man. Folklore people never wear each against the other. They respect the traditional culture of the other people and are cherishing their own.
Mara is a famous Bosnian musician.
But Mostar as a city, he was wonderful before the war, during the war, even now. But what's changed? The people changed. People are really scared still now because of the political scene, and politicians are still, they like to be main bosses, and they have really strong commercials, how they represent themselves, and people still scare. And the scare, I think, it's the main reason why the fight happened in the Mostar, and how to change the people, how to change the situation, it's really difficult. 45 or 50% people, it's I'm not employed. They are not employed, so it's almost half of population. So can you imagine this kind of the country? It's really difficult and it's really tough to live here. The money is the main problem. When you don't have the bread, of course you will fight for your family. So bring those people together. Of course, you will have the jealousies. Somebody have the more food on table. Somebody, and this is the fight starts.
It is about to become easier for Bosnians to travel abroad.
I think that the visa thing will make the difference. The difference will be in the brain of the people. For example, when you said somebody you are free to leave your country after a lot of years of you can't go if you don't have, I don't know, so much money on the border or something like that. And every time they ask you for the million papers, where are you from Bosnia, from Herzegovina, and give you a lot of shit on the border. So of course this will make a lot of progress in the people on Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is my opinion.
The World Music Centre supports a variety of local talent.
World Music Centre doesn't belong to any political party or any nationality, and this is why also we don't have support of the politicians. Unfortunately, here politics is involved in everything, also in a culture. There is a great nationalistic party lobby just because they could have, again, like votes, because culture is here to connect people, and what they want is actually a nowadays situation. So people are really divided and they want to keep it that way so they can make a profit of it.
But I think that the first subject who got killed during any crisis was a culture. And without the culture, we will become barbarians, as we used to be at the beginning. So then, instead to go forward, we go backward. And then we will have more and more wars. It was always the way how to make a new bridge between the people, to show your performances, your habits, and your culture to the other people, also to appreciate their culture.
I'm very positive when I'm thinking about the future.
In one part of our history we loved each other so much, and you know, in one night we changed ourselves to start to fight against each other, and I hope one day that will stop. You know, we will just maybe we will remember that we were crazy people once ago, long time ago.